Women who have these 7 jobs are never loyal. There is no single iota of loyalty in their DNA. They always cheat. So if you are a man who is looking to date a woman on a serious level, trust me, these women who have these 7 jobs will end up most likely cheating on you and sleeping with random men at your back, behind your back. So they are a no-no. The first one are nurses. You all know this. We all know this. Nurses tend to cheat a lot. Now, I'm not saying this to talk down on nurses, but this is a fact. Most nurses always work weekend shift, always work night shifts, which means they can also get lonely at night. And they are always surrounded by their male colleagues, which means as they are working their night shift, as they are working their weekend shift, due to the fact that they are far away from you, they will get lonely. And of course, they will try to fill that loneliness. They will try to fill that emptiness, that void that's been created from being away from you by sleeping or engaging with their male colleagues. So the fact that your girlfriend, your wife is always working night shift, is always working on weekends without you, that is a huge problem. There will not be time for both of you to bond, because the best time for a couple to bond is always at night and during weekends. So when your girlfriend is not always around to bond with you, to spend quality time with you, most likely she's out there at the hospital filling that void with another man. This is one thing you must know. This is not an insult to nurses. I'm just telling you guys facts. These are facts. Most times, the people that cheat the most when it comes to career are nurses. They always cheat the most. Female nurses are the ones that always cheat the highest when it comes to female careers that cheats the highest. The second one are flight attendants. If you are to date a flight attendant, have it at the back of your mind that you are going to lose that girl at some point. You are going to lose her because flight attendants cannot stay one place. They're always traveling from one country to another, from one city to another. And as they are traveling, they're away from you. They can get lonely, just like nurses. They can get sexually aroused. And of course, when you are not there to of course, do it with them, they can get another guy who will do it with them. And of course, as they're flying from one city to another, they are meeting men from different backgrounds, from better backgrounds than you, men who are richer than you, men who are well exposed than you, because these men always use flights, and these flight attendants are always there, which means they're always in constant contact with this type of men. And of course, when your woman is constantly exposed to men of high caliber, to men of high value, most likely they will take her away from you. And they will not take her away from you instantly. It will begin from her sleeping with them. Then slowly, you will lose her. It's always as simple as that. The third one are bartenders and waitresses. If your girlfriend is a bartender or is a waitress, I'm sorry for you, because bartending and waitressing jobs have to do with a lot of physical exposure. Your woman is constantly physically exposed to men. And most of these men who patronize bars, most of them lack manners, which means they will always try to get sexually involved with your woman. And if your woman doesn't have that discipline, she will always cheat on you. And of course, working in a bar also means that your woman will always be there at night, which means anything can happen. Anything can happen at night. So most likely you'll be sharing your woman with many other men out there. The worst is if your woman works at a nightclub. Imagine having your woman who works at a nightclub where men basically come to patronize women. So if care is not taken, your woman will definitely sleep with another man. So always have this at the back of your mind. If you don't want to have high blood pressure, better date women who are outside these 7 jobs I'm basically talking about. Else, you will always be overthinking. So help yourself, and the universe will help you. The fourth one are social media influencers. If your girlfriend is a social media influencer, just know that many men are in her DM begging for a night with her. And of course, if the right man comes her way, she will leave you. If your girlfriend have thousands of followers, and she's always out there on social media. Probably she's always putting her body out there on social media. You must lose her. It's a must. You will lose that girl, and she will cheat on you. Because these days, the easiest way to get women, the easiest way that men get women is through social media. And if they come across your woman, they will most likely tempt her with money, with luxury, with a good life. And of course, your woman will definitely fall for it. This is why, before you take a woman serious, you must make sure that she's not putting herself out there on social media. Because if a woman is constantly putting herself out there on social media, you will not just be dating her alone. You will also be competing with other men who also like her and who also want her. Men can go above and beyond just to get a woman they want. And the fact that your woman is out there on social media means that there will be many men out there who will be going above and beyond just to get her in their bed. So if you want a quiet relationship where you not have to be competing with other men who most likely will be much better than you, simply date women who don't have much social media life, women who their social media accounts are on private. Else, you'll be competing with other men for your woman. And of course, just imagine dating a girl who has thousands of followers. Her male followers, her male admirers give her money, splash gifts on her. Why you can't even do those things? What do you think will happen? Obviously, at some point, she will leave you and go for this man who always spend more on her and show her luxury. She will leave you, definitely. Number 5 are women that work in real estate. If you have a woman, or if you want to date a woman who works in real estate, who is a real estate agent, just know that that woman must cheat on you at some point. Because a woman who works in real estate, this means that she's coming in contact with men who are millionaires and billionaires. Because any man who is buying real estate, any man who is buying houses, buying buildings, buying lands, must be super rich. Which means your girlfriend or the woman you want to date is always in constant contact with these millionaires and billionaires. And of course, if care is not taken, your woman could go to the extent of sleeping with these men just for them to buy her properties, just for her to make a sale. It happens. It happens. So you have to be wary of dating women who are real estate agents. And of course, even if your woman doesn't have plans of sleeping with these men, a man who is a billionaire, a man who is a millionaire could see her and like her. Just because this woman is always in constant contact with them, this man could see her and like her and want to sleep with her. And they will go to every extent just to get her on their bed. A man who has money is ready to move the mountains just to get a woman in her bed. And of course, not every woman can withstand such temptation. And of course, your woman won't be an exception. Number 6 are models. Before you date a model, always make sure that you're the kind of guy who can tolerate or who have a high tolerance for a woman cheating on you. Because models are in the business of showcasing their sexuality. That's just the truth. Models are in the business of showcasing their body and their sexuality, which means they are beauty tools. They are beauty objects. That is how models are perceived. Which means many men will be eyeing your woman. Or many men will also be going after that model girl you want to date. Which means the competition will be high. Her level of exposure to men on a sexual level will also be high. So if you ask me, I'll tell you, you can have fun with a girl who's a model, but taking her serious might be too risky. That's basically my own opinion. Taking her seriously might be very, very risky. The last one are actresses. Actresses are in the business of showcasing their body too, just like models. Because anything that has to do with showbiz, when it comes to women, women have to show off their bodies. Women have to show off their sexuality. As long as your woman is in showbiz business, whether modeling or acting or social media influencing, she has to show off her body. It's very difficult to see a woman who rose to the top in any of these 3 occupations without showing off her body. Social media influencing, actress, and being a model. For them to go higher and reach the peak of these careers, they always have to be in the business of showing off their body and showing off their sexuality, which means the possibility of them cheating on you is always very high. So if you ask me, I'll tell you, avoid women who have these 7 jobs, because most likely they will cheat on you. Go for women who have more decent careers, or careers where they're not really exposed to men always. That will give you peace of mind. But mind you, you can still date women who have careers where they're not always exposed to men, and they'll still cheat on you. But the truth is, these 7 ones I've listed, the possibility of them cheating on you are extremely high, very high. So it's better you respect yourself and date women who are outside of these 7 jobs I've listed. Even if you want to be with any of these women, just have it at the back of your mind that they could cheat on you. The possibility of them cheating on you is extremely high. Always have this at the back of your mind.